All right, folks, it's March 20th, 2021. This swarm came out of a compost. Let me show you. And they've been in this compost for about 5 years now. And every now and then, you know, each season they'll throw off a swarm or two. And they threw off a swarm a little bit earlier today, maybe a couple hours ago. All right, so you can see where the parent colony is living. So they'll live on. We'll take these away and set them up somewhere else. This is elderberry. We're just going to cut the limb and lower it and gently shake them. Got a little weight to them. Yeah. This is Dave, the homeowner. What's happening, Dave?
All right.
And
Mary.
hey, Mary.
Hi.
So these guys gave me a call, and like I said, the bees been living in their compost pile, and every year so they get a swarm, so they call me.
Share the bees.
So we're having fun today with these things.
Yeah, it's less than a year since the last one. I got to go skating, so it was really nice to meet you.
Hey, you too, Mary. Take care now.
You too.
All right, so we're just going to go ahead and shake them. Cut over here. And then we'll see if we can spot queen or queens. Okay? I think they want to land on me.
Yeah, they like your hat.
They do like my hat, don't they? Run to the box. Come on, girl. Run to the box. Right, let's see if we can spot Mildred. Definitely, obviously digging the box. I gotta back up a little bit because they want to climb my legs. Pretty cool though, huh? Cool indeed. Now they're really running. Look at that. They're hauling butt now. They're really boogieing. You might be thinking, well, why don't they just go airborne? For a while, I'd pondered some of the things that I'm seeing bees do. Remind me kind of some of the things that ants do. Delved into it a little bit and discovered that bees and ants are in fact related. Boy, they just cramming into the box now, or on the box, which could mean she's on the outside of the box. But we're just going to have fun and we'll figure this out. Let them figure things out. While we relocate the queen, cage her, and put her in the setup. Look at this over here. What are y'all doing over there, huh? What are y'all doing? They digging my snips. They covering that thing. I mean, I saw it just a minute ago, like right here. A little tiger stripe looking thing. Okay. All right, well, we've gone into the box. We've pulled some frames. So now we're going to try to see if we can locate the queen on one of these frames. Oh, there she is. There she is. Nice looking queen. Nice looking queen. Let's go ahead and cage her. The queen is caged for approximately 3 days. In case the bees decide, hey, we don't really want to be in this box, caging them will anchor them. And usually after about 3 days, they've accepted the box, and then she is released back into the hive. Move, girl. Come on. Come on. All right, folks, it's 3 days after we shook the swarm and got them into our nuke. And I want to release the queen. It's probably the absolute worst time to be doing this, but we have a lot of rain coming, and I don't want to keep her caged up any longer than normal. You know, they may be a little pissy. I don't know, but we're about to find out. But I do want to release her so that, you know, she can get to laying and stuff. I don't even know what's in the hive. Haven't opened it in 3 days. Maybe they won't be too upset with the intrusion. And we can show you what they've done in 3 days, okay? So here we go. All right, So this is the one that was next to where the queen was caged. And see, they're drawing this out too. She can actually start laying in these cells right away. These ones up here, she can actually start laying. Even though they're not drawn out to fruition, she actually can start laying. All right, so they're working this thing. They are working it hard. See? All right, so let's just put this back. Maybe I'll show you one more. This is all in 3 days, folks. Okay, remember, swarms, before they leave the parent colony, they will ingest honey and take it with them. And so essentially, they can build a comb at the new spot with the honey that they bring with them. So swarms, a lot of times, are building machines. Some of the best hives I've ever seen started as swarms. Look at that. Look at that. More of the same, see? Okay. And then look, it's windy. We got not just rain, but we got rain coming for like the next, 3-4 days. So, I mean, it's brewing. And yet, ooh, I just got to stay. Ooh, I'm just going to do this with one hand so I could film. I don't have the GoPro out or anything set up, but look at that white comb. Look, if you catching that, see? They've done that in 3 days. Okay. It's great to see new comb. It means the bees are bringing in nectar. They're able to make new comb, so I don't really have to feed them right now, which is great. So let's get her on out of there, folks. Okay, I'm going to release over here so you can away from the nuke so you can see her more chin. All right, let's go ahead and open it. Sometimes it's real quick. I see her now, see her? Just saw her. Just wanted to go back in the cage, can you believe it? Catch her, I mean. Come on, girl. Come on out there. Yep. Come on, just come on out. She don't want to leave to catch her. Come on. I may have to shake her. Yep, she's on to catch her. Come on. And there she goes. Come on. No. I think the wind and all is confusing. Come here. There she goes. There she goes. All right, she's in. Yoo-hoo. In 8 days, let's go in and check on their progress. I may have to give them a little slow. I don't know. Look like they may be a little bit on edge. The cooler temperatures. Let me go ahead and do that. This is the dead center of the hive over there. You know they've been working this, and the queen could very well be on this frame right here, folks. Pull this one out. And there's a little bit of everything on this. Feel the weight, that's some honey, some developing bees. See bees in larval stages, various larval stages. See them in there. Bunch of eggs down here. See? There's Queenie right there. See, she's filled out quite a bit. Real beauty. Here's a couple of comb sections that the bees started on this foundationless frame. I'll show you their progress on this frame in just a bit. if you're going to go foundationless, you really do need to keep an eye on things. And sometimes with foundationless, they'll go ahead and draw them out, but they'll also connect the comb sections to adjacent frames, so you get a lot of cross comb, and that can be a real disaster. All right, day 11, folks. Let's go in. And now this right here, this is a foundationless frame I'm gonna pull out. I showed you a little bit of what they were doing with it in the last update. Let me show you. So it's been another, let's see, it's been about another 4 days since we inspected them last. Let's see the queen's laying in here now. I'd be surprised if you jumped on here and laid in these comb sections, but just a little nectar. But look how they're drawing them out. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty, huh? Alright, it looks like they've centered that other comb section as well. See how they're doing that? I don't know if you're catching that or not. So they should draw these out just fine, but it's something you want to keep an eye on when you're using foundationless frames, that you know, they don't cross comb to the next one. Shouldn't be a problem though with this, since the other ones do have foundation on them. But you know, they're enjoying that frame, we'll give it to them. Just go right to this frame here that's kind of in the middle, I think. Queen could be on this one, I don't know. But it's towards the middle. Let's pull this out. Alright. Lots of eggs, developing larvae. Okay. You can get a little close up if you want. Pollen up here. Get a close up. Close up, move in. Alright, I'll pan, just keep the phone still. I'll pan it. See, that's some pollen they're storing there. Okay. You can see the developing larvae in the cells. Alright, let's go ahead and place this one back. This was that heavy one last time. I think the queen was on this one last time. Let's see if we got any cap brood. Yeah. Starting to see some cap brood over here. Oh yeah. Look at that, folks. See how they capped those cells? They do that after about 8 days. She's laying a nice pattern. You go in here, go close up on that. Scan it slowly, not too fast. Alright, let's put this down, go on to the next one. I can already tell this one's got a good weight to it, so I'm assuming more cap brood, maybe a little bit of honey. That's a pretty one. She's definitely doing her job, folks. Okay. I'll tell you what, in another week, this hive's going to have to graduate to a larger setup, or they're going to overfill this nuke and start making queen cells. And if you don't give them the space, they will gear up to swarm. This is a light frame, but you know, she could be on this one. Is this another foundationless frame? Realize that. I guess we didn't pull it last time. Yeah, they drew this out. Wow, they did a beautiful job with this one. Here she is. Hey, girl. I gotta be careful because there's no rubber bands or anything. Okay. See how I'm handling this? Okay, you don't want to just flip it. You want to kind of turn it on its end so that the comb doesn't dislodge. So, I mean, they did attach it up here and across the top, nothing at the bottom. So it's just attached right here. So let me show you again. Back up a little bit. So when I go ahead and turn this over, so you just want to kind of do a number like this. You don't want to flip it. You don't want it horizontal to the ground by any means. is pretty much a foundationless frame, okay? So again, we're just gonna go ahead and move it back like that. 19 days. These girls have been in here. Remember, this is the frame where they were drawing out the, just a foundationless frame. So let's pull this out and show you what this looks like now, okay? So they really haven't done much more, okay? They've just connected them and grease them out a little bit. Look, 2 little hearts, they love you. Love you a long time, okay? That's what you got. I made a little progress there, not a whole bunch. With the fronts and stuff, it backed them up a little bit. They didn't make as much progress since the last inspection that I thought they would. No big deal, just buys us a little more time before we have to graduate them. So I think they'll be good in here for another week, okay? No more than that, I don't think. Let's pull this one out. I don't think I'm gonna pull the next one out. This should show us everything we need right here. So, cat brood on my side. That's a nice looking frame. But that's a good pattern. She's got just about the whole thing filled up with brood. So you know, once those bees hatch out, you're gonna have a little explosion. You're gonna have an influx in their numbers. Keep an eye on them. In another week, they definitely need to be moved to a deep. All right. Another beautiful looking frame though. Just gorgeous looking. Okay, look at that. And look at this side. See, they're going to have a population explosion coming up. All right, see all that? Beautiful, beautiful frame. All right, we'll pull the next one. Heck, she might have been on one of those frames I pulled already, and I just wasn't paying attention. All right, this one's a little light. I think we found her on this one last time. Some drone brood on this one as well. This is that foundation, this one. Yeah, there's a good bit of drone brood. I mean, not a ton, but there's some. All right. There she is. You see her on the bottom there? You see her? She's a big heifer. She's huge. Let me put him back in. Let's put him back in. All right, folks, we're back in Dave and Mary's backyard. We checked that swarm the other day over there on elderberry. They'd come out the compost pile over there. And so we're back a week later. Actually, it's 8 days later. They called me yesterday, but it was Sunday. Even the good Lord takes a break on Sunday. So I knew they weren't going anywhere because we had a little bit of inclement weather. That's why Dave put the garbage can lid over the hive, which we're going to remove right now. Okay. Just take that off. We don't need that here. All right. So I got a 6-frame nuke with me, and it's a lot chillier this morning, so they may not enjoy this shake. I may enjoy it less than they will, and it might be disagreeable for both of us. But it has warmed up since this morning. You know, yesterday I think we were near 80 maybe, or high 70s, so we had some rain come in and low front, and the temperatures dipped, and so now we're gonna shake them. I hope y'all are gonna play nice today, ladies. Okay, we're gonna get you out of this tree into a new home. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little bump to dislodge them, so they wind up on the bottom and start running up. And that way, I could spot the queen easier that way if she's in fact in here. Let's go ahead and give them a bump. they spreading out and running up? I don't see her, so I'm thinking she could be up there. So she could be in here. I just don't see her yet. Seen a couple of nice fat drones. And this is going to be a virgin queen, folks. So she's going to be small and they pretty dorty. So they're a little bit, nervous and they kind of run around quite a bit on you. All right, I think she's still up there. Let's go ahead and check the rest. Where are you? I'm just filming right now. I'm having trouble. Can't film and look. So let me give you an idea what it looks like in this box right now. All right. Gotta be in this box. There she is. I got you that time. All right. We got her that time, folks. Lighting was not the best. See her in there at the bottom. She's running. There she is on the right. Up top, see her? See her? Look how she's just running all around like that. Most likely a virgin queen. Okay. Alright. Let's place her in the setup. Alright. That's all there is to that, folks. There ain't a whole lot to this. Shake them, catch your queen, put her on a frame, put your frames in, put your lid on, leave your box there if you can till dark, because if you don't pick it up at dark, you're going to leave some out in the field. Of course, you don't always have the luxury to go back, but if you're in a residential area, you really want to try to go back if you can, because you're losing some bees behind. And I mean, you could tell people there are going to be stragglers, but unless the parent colony is real close by, they're just going to die out. Okay, they're not going to join up with another colony or anything like that. But if the parent colony, like I said, is real close by, I have seen them. I've seen them with my own eyes. Join back up with the parent colony after I shook the swarm. But it's actually rare that happens. So if at all possible, you want to leave the setup there with the cage clean and go back. Okay? And pick them up at dark. That way the entire swarm is going to be in your box. Alright? So there's still some activity coming and going from this compost bin that we know for a fact is throwing off two swarms a week apart. The parent colony will swarm, depending on numbers, it could swarm multiple times. And then you're left with a smaller population and a virgin queen that has to get mated, and you keep things going. That's one of their main little entrances there. Of course, we're not seeing the numbers we did last time because they've alleviated quite a few bodies. Let's see what we got here. Take this first frame out. We'll see what it's looking like in here, and then we'll release the queen. Okay. So they're drawing out some combs. See how pretty? All right. And a couple with pollen, I'm seeing. Bees, not cells. Yeah, there's some cells with pollen. So they're ready for me to release her so that she can get to laying, okay? Alright. So they're preparing the cells for her. See how they're doing that, folks? See how nice they are? Alright. There you go. Alright. Let's go ahead and get her. I'm just about chewed through this rubber band. Alright, let me place this back down. So we'll go ahead and cut this rubber band. It should come off pretty easily. See? Get that out of there. Alright. So, put the frames back together. Go ahead and release her. She's running around like a crazy lady. Alright, this is going to be fast, folks. Let me see. This won't take long, okay? She's running around there like a crazy lady. Let's see. I'm going to open it up now. I think she ran in already. I could be wrong. I think she's still in there. I don't know. You see her in the clip? See, when you release them like this, you just can't see them as well. That's why I usually release them in front of the entrance so you can see them run across the concrete. But, see if she's in there. Yeah, I think I saw her run out and run down. It was like a split second. Yeah, she's not in here. Although they still think she's in there. She ran down. The pheromone's powerful, folks. This lid back on, folks. And we'll give you a progress report maybe another time, okay? I'm in David Merry's backyard again, folks. You think there's a queen in this? I think it's a swarm that left. He said it was about the size of a softball. I'm just getting to it now. They texted me yesterday evening. Let's just take a peek. Let's just see. See if we can spot it. If they do have one, it's going to be a virgin. Here we go. There's a queen in there. See it? See it, look, she's almost coming. There she is. Go ahead and cage her. How about that for a swarm, folks? This is just a little version that left with a little group of bees. Usually the way it works really is on a good sized swarm where the bees plan to swarm. Okay, they'll plan it out and a queen will leave with them. But these virgin queens are real runny. They may leave on their own and take a little group with them that happens to be loyal to them. But literally we have in this little thing maybe 40 bees with that. I'm just going to put them in the office box and I'll put it right here. I'll come back and get them tonight. So that's swarm number 3, if you can call it a swarm, folks. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, folks. Another one from JPthebeeman. I hope y'all having a fantastic day out there, because you know I am. To the next one. All right.